It's 5 o'clock on a Wednesday and it's time for...
Craig and Ryland Magic TV Show.
I'm Craig.
I'm Ryland.
There you go. I knew you'd get there in the end.
Make sure you didn't say anything silly.
No, I didn't. And welcome back to another review show right here on...
Magic TV.
And this is
I'm going to say it.
What, say what?
I'm going to say on Farting TV.
Oh my god! If you're looking for reviews that make sense, if you're looking for reviews that don't have crazy ratings, if you're looking for reviews that stay on topic and don't waffle off in a million directions, if you're looking for reviews that don't have like crazy Nerf guns and Lego and cars coming in for no random reason, then please go elsewhere. Go check out David Penn at the Wizard Magic Review. Go check out Steve Faulkner. Go check out Chris Edwards. Check anyone else out but us, because this is going to be put your fingers in your ears, a shit show, like it is every week. But you're here now, you can take things out your ears.
So does that mean we can have super silly stuff this week?
No, because we do that every week. Every week with the silly.
Oh.
This week we're going to try and be sensible. Let's try something new. Let's try and be sensible this week. Let's try... No, we don't want the hell... We're going to start this review show by looking at a trick that came out late last year and we've only just got around to reviewing it. It's by our friend Nikolas Mavresis. We're going to look at that first.
Delicious. Cool.
Of course, but do you not read the notes on what we're doing on a review show?
No.
I give you notes.
No.
I literally say, here's the notes.
No.
And you're like acting surprised. You should know that the first trick is Nikolas Mavresis' trick. What did you do this at America's Got Talent? Did you go, oh, you're on in 5 minutes, Ryland? I'm on. What am I doing? Oh, you're doing your act. Oh, am I? Oh, that's nice. I didn't realise I was on time. Why do I make the notes if you don't read them?
For you to remember, because...
We're going to do the first review now. So first up, we have Bigger by Nikolas Mavresis. I know, shocker. So Nikolas Mavresis released this at the tail end of 2023, and you've got some of the big hitters in social media that have been performing this over Instagram and Facebook, because it's a bit of a departure from Nikolas's normal tricks. A lot of the time when Nikolas Mavresis releases a trick, it's very cerebral, well thought out, self-working magic with very clever methods, normally something that people hadn't thought of before. You look at things like The Collector, you look at things like Cinemental. This is what I think of when I think of a Nikolas Mavresis trick. The drink trick, the poison thing, all of this. There's a certain thing that you think of when you think of Nikolas Mavresis. This is a massive departure from what Nikolas normally does. This is a very super hyper visual sleight of hand type trick using a Bic lighter. And I'm telling you right now, I love this. I love this. And you're going to see a performance of Ryland doing it in a second, but for Instagram. But I do a trick called Flash Coins by... oh my God. Why has my mind gone blank?
That's where you make the notes, you see.
Chad Long, thank you. So Chad
You're
Long's... you didn't help. Chad Long's Flash Coins is amazing. And I use Flash Coins a lot. And this is now my lead-in...
I don't think I can I?
No.
Oh.
Flash Pepper. This is my lead-in to Flash Coins.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I now...
colour changing, like... No.
So I now...
Size.
Because I say that I'm going to need a lighter for Flash Coins.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah, so
really
I start off, I have the coins and everything I need for Flash Coins in a little purse.
Well,
and I bring out a purse frame. And what I do is I say, this is my invisible purse. Inside is an actual purse. And then I put the purse down to one side. I say, oh, so I'm going to need a lighter. I reach in, I open it up, and I take out the lighter. Then I go into Nikolas's routine, and then I go into Flash Coins. And it's like a nice little, 6-7 minute act. I love this. If you've not seen it, this is a video of Ryland performing it on Instagram.
Okay, so I've got a little Bic lighter here now. This little Bic lighter, it's really cool. The thing is with this little Bic lighter, it's too small. So what I thought I could do is I thought I'd make it a little bit bigger on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And now you can see that wait, that's not bigger. That's just a big logo. I don't want a big logo, I want a big lighter. How am I going to fix the big light? I'll tell you what, as I'm a magician, I can give it a little rub like this, and you can see I can make the lighter just a little bit bigger and extend the logo just a little further. What?
So you did a great job of that.
Thank you.
Like a really good job. In essence, what we have here is a very simple trick. You don't get supplied the lighters. You need a mini lighter, a mini big lighter, and a big lighter. But the gimmicks that you get kind of wrap the whole lighter.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's a sticker that you stick on it. You get this kind of wrap, and the whole idea is that you wrap the stickers around the lighter, because we couldn't find lighters with the same colour, and I thought, oh, this is going to be an issue. Then we watched the tutorial and we realised, well, you don't need to. You can just get any mini lighter, any big lighter, and the gimmicks will wrap around it.
Yeah, but then I found some blue ones down here.
You did, yeah, which look even better. So yeah, I mean, it's not a difficult trick to do. The tutorial covers everything. It's a very quick tutorial, but in essence, what it is a paddle move.
Yeah,
you know, so you bring your mini.
You got a small lighter.
You got a small lighter.
You show on both sides.
You show it both sides.
You make the logo bigger.
Well, big.
Not big. Bigger.
Yeah.
Which is B-I-G.
And then you say,
And then you say, well, the logo's big, not the actual lighter. And then you make the lighter big, and then you set it on fire.
oh, we've got
A
Lego.
man has fallen into the fire in Lego City.
Yes, you do set it on fire. Yeah, if you're planning on using a lighter in your and at the end, the big lighter that you're left with is completely, normal. It's examinable and everything. It's a normal lighter.
Just make sure you're careful who you give it to.
I guess don't give it to children, because children shouldn't play with fire unless they're on stage. I love this. I think this is great. There's nothing else to say about it. It is a super commercial trick. It reminds me a little bit of, something like, I always talk about the importance of filling your close-up act with as many magical moments as you can. So, like, if you're going to have a Sharpie brought into play, produce the Sharpie. If you're going to bring a coin into play, produce the coin. Fill your routines up with as many magical moments as you can. So if you've got a moment in your act where you need a lighter to do something or other, why would you not do this? It's over in about 20 or 30 seconds.
I actually really like this trick.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's really good.
I'm going to give this...
I really like the moment when it goes from small to a big logo, because you can say like, oh, why is the logo big, but not the actual lighter? So then you do that, and then you got a big logo, a big lighter. Yeah,
it's great. I'm going to give this 100%. I think this is really good. I think this is super commercial. You throw it in your pocket. It's a great everyday carry, but it also fit into any professional performer's act as well. I think it's great. It's 100% for me.
I think I can do this.
Yeah, you're allowed to do it.
Don't set the light on fire.
Well, I mean, you're kind of allowed to use light in your act, your stage act, aren't you? Yeah. So
I do have a book that literally sets onto the biggest flame ever.
Yeah, it's part of your act.
But apart from that, I can't use the tiny lighters. But I can use the big book that literally has the flame that big.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense, no. I'm allowed to have the book that does that right next to my face, but I can't have the little light that I hold over there.
Shut up, okay? When you're a parent, you'll understand. I'm giving it 100%. What are you giving it?
I'm going to give it 100%.
100% from Ryland, 100% from me. Let's move on. So next up, we have Chameleon Crayons by Chazpro. And Chameleon Crayons by Chazpro is a... well, how can I describe this? It's... I'll
send you what you're supposed to say.
Thank you. I lost the plot for a second there. There you go. It's a set of crayons, and in the box you actually get two lots of crayons. You get a stage size and you get a normal size. Maybe one's for close-up and one's for stage, for example. But the whole idea is it's a little bit like a hot rod, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it is.
It's a little bit like a hot rod, but with crayons. So you have this moment where you show that you've got like 6 different crayons. They name a colour, apparently name a colour, and all of the crayons in the box change to that colour. Now, the boxes that the crayons come in are very well made, but you also get extra gimmicks. So if you want to show the back of the box, you can. So for example, I'm going to show you a video now that Ryland did for Instagram. and he's using the stage size crayons. And you'll notice he's showing the back of the box to begin with because he's using the extra gimmick. Now, it also comes with a handkerchief, so that if you want to, you can use the handkerchief to change the crayons in the box. Which is what you did with the big crayons, didn't you? So have a look at this performance and you'll see exactly what we're talking about. In essence, if you know the hot rod, it's a hot rod with crayons. Let's have a look.
Okay, so I've got some magic crayons here. Now, as you can see, they are all different colours. I've got my dad behind the camera. So, Dad, name a number between 1 and 6.
1 and 6. 3.
3. So 1, 2, 3. Yellow.
Yes.
Now, as well as these crayons, I also have this really cool handkerchief. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try something here. Because you see I've got all these colours here, yeah?
Yeah.
If I just take this handkerchief and wave it over, you can see that, look, 3, 2, 1. You can see that now all the crayons have turned yellow.
So in that routine, you were using the handkerchief, you were using the stage size crayons, and you were also using the false back, which you ditched part way through. But you also get a close-up version where the crayons are smaller. You also get a false back for the small version and handling tips on how to actually take that away secretly and so on and so forth.
Wait.
But you didn't use the false back on the close-up version.
I think I know what the false back was actually for instead of ditching it.
What?
I think you're actually supposed to tape the thing on.
No, you're not.
Because...
Unlike you, I've read the instructions.
Because if you actually use it like a flap...
Yeah?
Because it's actually... The thing is double-sided. Because it's got the top on one side. And if it falls down, it would land in the exact position.
Yeah, it would.
So you could have it like a little flap. So it's like that. And you can do it. And then it's like that. So it's like a little flap.
Yeah.
So you show it both sides, clearly. And then as you bring it down, it'll flap down. And then you do it. And then it's like that. And then, well, if you had them on both sides, so you have a double flap, you can raise the flap on that side. So now you can show the back of that, but you can also show the front of the yellow.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay.
You can have track there.
But Ryland also did a close-up version of this. You performed the close-up version, didn't you, as well, which you put on Instagram. He doesn't use the flap or the secret section for this.
You can actually just use it as a paddle stick.
Yeah, you can just use it as a paddle move. Let's have a look at that as well. Okay, so now you've seen a couple of performances. You know exactly what it is. You're using the hot rod force, and you're either using a paddle move or you're using a handkerchief to do a secret turnover, and you've got this extra section if you want to use. You can do it, you don't have to. It doesn't come with a tutorial. It comes with written instructions, 2 sides of A4, tells you everything that you need to know. The props are very well made. I don't know what to think about this because on one hand, it is more organic looking than a hot rod. Absolutely more organic looking than the hot rod. The problem is with a hot rod, I can have that hot rod examined at the end. So I can say, look, I've got 6 different coloured gems on both sides. Name a number, 3, 1, 2, 3, boom, look at this. They all turn into that colour.
It's like the Lego thing I've got as well.
They all turn, yeah, you've got the Lego thing as well. They all turn into that colour. But if I shake, now one side is coloured and one side is the same colour, and you can examine that. So you can hand the hot rod out for examination, and I think that this is the sort of thing that people do want to look at. The problem with the crayons, it may look more organic, and it does look more organic, but you can't have the crayons examined. Because if they look at the box, they'll realise exactly what's gone on. So then you go, well, okay, well, maybe you could have it so that, you know, you take the crayons out afterwards. But I don't think you can take the crayons out, can you?
No.
So therein lies the other problem.
Yeah,
so you end up in a situation where you can't even use the crayons that you've just changed because they're not going to be able to be used in the actual routine. So I don't know. I wouldn't do this on stage because I don't think it's visual enough. And I think, if you're ever going to do it anywhere, it'd be in a kid's show. Yeah. And I think the kids would want to see the crayons. I think they'd say, turn it around or something like that. I think they wouldn't really have the effect.
Yeah, but then if you have to flap.
And also the hot rod force on kids. Whenever I've been at like restaurants in the old days and there were kids there, and I was doing the hot rod force, and if they name a 1 and I go O-N-E, they just don't get that at all. They just don't get it. They're like, you're cheating. I just don't think this would work in a kid's show. So that leaves it in close up, even the stage version in close up. And I I'd rather do a hot rod. It's going to take up less pocket space. This may be more organic, but the fact that it can't be examined, and the fact that you know, I can't even take the crayons out. Nah, I prefer hot rod. I'm going to give this. I've talked myself out of it. I'm going to give this 50%. What about you?
Copycat. I was thinking that.
Me, really?
Yeah.
We're so in sync.
Go drawing your nails.
What are you doing?
There we go, that's better.
What are you doing? Ow! What was
Lego crayon.
a Lego crayon?
Lego crayon.
Tell him what you're giving it.
50%.
50% from me, 50% from him. Let's move on with probably the front runner for Trick of the Year 2024. I don't think anything is going to come.
New tattoo.
I'm telling him about Trick of the Year.
Look at your new tattoo.
Tell him about Trick of the Year.
Which one?
You're going to find out. We're going to talk about the Trick of the Year right now. So next up, we have the Magic Button by me, Craig Petty, and Penguin Magic. Now, I don't really want to review my own stuff, so I'm going to let Ryland review it, and he's going to give a review of the Magic Button. But interestingly, like a lot of the time when I create magic, people think, oh, Ryland's aware of everything that you're creating. A lot of the time you're not, are you?
No.
It's only
He
when...
didn't even tell me it was creating a Vogue until the day it came out.
Yeah, I did. Well,
Naughty.
I just didn't think Evoke could be your sort of thing, you know, talking about emotions and stuff.
And
But
he only just told me he's got 73 things he's coming...
let's stop talking about that right now, shall we? Thank you. So, I'm going to be accused of hyping my stuff up if I'm not careful. Right, so Ryland wasn't really aware of Magic Button. It's not something that he kind of, I really, because you're such a great sounding board when I'm creating magic, but when I create card tricks, I try to show you a card trick and you're like, boring! So there's just no point, to be perfectly honest. So I'm on my own when it comes to card tricks. But this is something that's just come out through Penguin. This is something that I review. I filmed this about a year ago at Penguin. I filmed this probably the first trip I took to Penguin in 2023. And now it's come out. It's took a while, but it's here, and I'm very excited that it's here. If you don't know what it is, I'm going to go through everything in a bit, but I'm going to perform the main routine for you now. So I'm going to perform for Ryland the main routine. You've not even really seen this. I showed you the trailer, but you've not actually seen the performance. So Ryland's going to see this for the first time. I know you've watched the tutorial, all 3 hours of it. What's the matter? It's 3 hours of your life you'll never get back. I know you've seen the tutorial, but I'm going to perform this trick for you so you can see exactly what it's like live and in person. So this is a performance of the main routine from the Magic Button. So, Ryan, you want to see a card trick?
Yeah.
No, this is not really a card trick. This is me explaining to you how every magic trick in the world works. Seriously. A lot of people think it's sleight of hand. It's not. A lot of people think it's like crazy gimmicks. It's not. Every single trick you can do with the Magic Button. Now, you're 11. I've never taught you about the Magic Button, but I think it's now time that you learn about the Magic Button.
Okay.
This is a Magic Button.
Okay.
Using this, you can almost replicate any card trick that uses sleight of hand, but all you need is the button.
Really?
Yeah, seriously. So I'll show you what I mean.
Okay.
So, if you're a magician and you did card tricks, and I know you don't do many card tricks, but if you're a magician and you did card tricks, realistically, there's probably 3 things that you would want to do. The first is change one card into another. The second would be to make a card appear on top of the deck, and then the other one would be to make a card appear at the bottom of the deck, right?
Yeah.
You don't need sleight of hand, you can do that with the Magic Button.
Okay.
Let me show you. Just touch a card, doesn't really matter which one. That one there, are you sure? Okay, take the pen. It doesn't matter what the card is, I'm allowed to see it. The 10 of diamonds. Can you do me a favour? And can you write your name on the 10 of diamonds, nice big letters? Okay, congratulations, Ryland. You picked the worst Sharpie marker ever. I said to Ryan, we're going to do a trick with a signed card. Before we start filming, get a Sharpie marker. What is that? That's the worst Sharpie marker. If you Google, I want the worst Sharpie marker of all time, that's what people are going to come up with. Whatever. Right. So we've got this card. It's signed by you. You can barely see, but trust me, guys, it is signed by Ryland. So we're going to lose that card, and I want you to see it goes down about 3/4 to the bottom.
Okay.
It goes near the bottom. Push it in. Very good. Now I want you to see, I'm going to take out a card, but I'm going to take one out nearer the top of the deck.
Yeah.
So that couldn't possibly be your card, could it?
Yeah.
It's the Ace of Spades, that's not your card. So if I want to change this card into your card, normally you'd have to use sleight of hand, but we can use the magic button. All I want you to do is press the magic button and watch this this Ace of Spades. So press the magic button, you go 1, 2, 3, and it changes right there into your signed card. No longer do we need sleight of hand, all we need is a magic button. Now, we're going to go one step further, because the other thing that you need to be able to do is you need to be able to have a card come to the top of the pack, right? So look, I'm going to take your 10, I'm going to pop it down into the middle, you push it in, all you have to do is press the magic button. When you press the magic button, instantly your card comes straight to the top of the pack. Isn't that weird? Like, I tell you what, take the card, hold it face down, yeah? What I want you to do is push it into the middle of the deck. You happy? Now, it's come to the top. It's changed. This time we're going to make it go to the bottom. All you have to do, press the button. A little bit harder. I'm loving the sound effects. A little bit harder. You missed the button. You missed the button. Really smack that thing, right? That's too hard.
What do you mean?
But you know what happens if you press it that hard?
What
The button will break.
did I do?
You broke the button. You know what happens when you break the button?
No.
You're not going to believe it. You really want to know what happens when you break the button?
Yeah.
Look at the other side of the button. Turn it over.
What? What?
I know, right?
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. You broke the button. You made the card stick to the other side of the button.
Maybe I can undo it.
I tell you what, you can have that as a souvenir, and you can boop your little ass off and see if you can. So, like I said, I'm not going to give this a review. You've just seen a live performance. You've watched the tutorial. Honestly, what do you think?
I think it's really good.
It's a card trick.
Oh yeah.
No, in all seriousness,
Yeah,
honestly.
I do think it's really good. I'd say it's a card trick, but I might actually do this.
Are you serious? Why? What makes it so different to a normal card trick? I genuinely am interested
I
here.
like the button.
You like the button?
I like the button.
The cool thing is,
I like the magic button.
there's like,
And it's so easy.
it is very, very easy. It is
Compared to all
easy.
your other tricks.
That particular
It's so hard for
routine,
kids.
isn't the easiest. There's other routines and other handlings that
Really?
are basically self-working. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's,
I want to learn it.
there's one routine that literally is just a Hindu force and the Monty switch, and that's it. Like
Can
this.
you teach me that one
Yeah,
as well?
yeah, of course I will. It's easy to do. There's 15 routines, loads of different stuff that you can do with buttons.
Becoming a salesman again.
I'm not becoming a salesman. I'm just telling you the features of the product. 15 routines. That routine I just did isn't even my favourite routine. My favourite
Oh,
routine.
you said that was your
No.
main favourite.
I said it's the main routine. I didn't say it's my favourite routine.
Oh.
My favourite routine is a variation of Tattoo You, where
Whoa.
the button duplicates the card that
So
they
you're
pick.
gonna give me a
and then-
tattoo?
No, it's a different. It's just it doesn't matter. But yeah, I mean, there's lots of different things you can do with it. You get a gaff deck, so you get a full.
Oh, cool.
You get a full gaff deck, and in the gaff deck you get. I don't know if this is the gaff deck. You get tons and tons and tons of gimmicks. I think there's something like
That's a lot.
30. There's 33 reveal cards, so you can do it again and again and again. You also get double faces, double backers, like special double faces and double backers, like with smashed buttons on one side and normal buttons on the other.
So is that like when they can
Well,
break the
this, one of your favourite tricks is wild card, isn't it? Because you do wild
Yeah.
cube. These gimmicks here,
Oh, are you going to turn the
and
broken
here-
ones into the fixed ones?
other way round. So
Oh.
this one,
Why do you want to break your fixed buttons?
because I talk about how do you ever get mad about. So I kind of do this. I say,
Oh, you got mad.
I say, look,
Ah!
yeah, I do that. Yeah, I show that I've got loads of like blank cards, and I say there's buttons on the other side. Do me a favour. You're going to pick one of these buttons. Just say stop
Stop.
there. Okay, and this is how you get your aggression out. Just hit the button. And it's really funny because they smashed a button. And you go, look, there's all of these buttons here, and would you like to try and smash the others up? Yeah. And you lay them out on the table. You say, look, I'll tell you, I'll put that one there, 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 I'll put this one here, and we'll see if you can really take your aggression out. Oops, there you go. So start with that one, give it a hit. Think about something that annoys you. Think about mommy telling you that you need to tidy your bedroom. Boom. Think about mummy telling you need to go to bed early. There you go. Think about your teacher at school telling you you need to do English. Think about Thea wanting a cuddle. Think about Coco licking your feet. Think about going into a toy shop and then not being allowed to buy Lego. And then finally, think about the time, any time your mom says, Ryland, you've had enough, switch Zelda off. The point is, why do people watch this crap? Right, the point, no idea. The point is, right, there's a lot you can do with it. There's a lot of different routines. I can't review it. It's my trick. Give it a rating.
I'm going to give it 100%.
You're actually going to do it? Mm-hmm. You're actually?
I'm going to bring out the button.
You made me a Lego button.
And I'm going to go, BAM! Press the button.
Boom. I love that. 100%? Mm-hmm. Yeah, cool. So I don't get any...
I've got proof of electronics. Special Magic B2.
That's great. So I don't get any Cluely points or anything, or any Zelda points, or...
No, you get Infinity Zelda points.
Infinity Zelda points. So 100 plus Infinity Zelda points. I'll take that.
And you also get some Guardian points.
Oh, Guardian points. We've never had those before. That's even better. What am I talking about? Let's move on.
From the Guardians from Breath of the Wild.
Oh my God. Let's move on to the final.
Because they're shooting the bad chicks, but they're going to shoot the good chicks up into the sky where they belong.
It's time for the final review. So the final routine that we're looking at today is Bubble Ring by Adrian Vega.
Interesting.
You've watched it, so you should know it is interesting. What Bubble Ring is by Adrian Vega is very simply, it's a ring to impossible location.
Really?
Yeah, so the spectator...
Where's the impossible location?
Well, I'll tell you now. Well, I'll tell them now. You already know. So the spectator lends you the ring. You take the ring, you put it under a handkerchief, and they hold onto the handkerchief, or one of other many different methods, but they hold onto the ring. Once they're holding onto the ring, you bring out some bubbles. You know, those plastic things, and you blow bubbles, and you see the bubbles falling down, and at some point, the stick that you use to blow the bubbles, you stab one of the bubbles with the stick, and when you do, their ring appears linked onto the end of the bubble wand, and you show it, and then you give it them, and you penetrate it and give it them.
But this one, this one's a ring in a bubble, big Lego bubble, ring in the big Lego bubble.
Yes, it's kind of like that, but with less Lego.
No Lego.
No Lego, I'm afraid. There's no Lego in Adrian's trick. I know, it's terrible. Give it a bad review for that, right? Now, let's talk about this for a minute. So, the trick itself, I think
there's no Lego in my lip button.
I know, I'm sorry about that. But my next penguin trick involves Lego, so I feel like I've made that up to you.
That one's going to get a good Zelda review.
Oh, good. Well, look, here's...
Because it's got Lego. You should come up... I'm going to come up with a Zelda trick.
You should do.
I'm actually going to come up... I'm going to try. Yeah, I'm actually going to try. I'm going to play 2 hours of Zelda and see if I can come up with anything.
You know, I feel at this point no one's watching this. I think we're just chatting to ourselves. I think they've clicked off. You know what they're doing now?
What?
They're watching Steve Faulkner. They're watching David from Magic Orthodoxy. They're like, at least he's not going to babble on about Lego. Anyway. Right. Where was I? I can't even remember. You've completely made me lose my track.
We were talking about Lego.
Yes. No, we weren't. No, we weren't talking about that. We were talking about bubbles. I've got it. I'm back on track. Now, the thing about this trick that you need to be aware of is that it's not a close-up trick.
Yeah.
It's a stage trick. You need to be on stage in order to perform it. The methodology behind getting the ring into a position where you can produce it from the bubbles really needs to be on stage. I don't even think I could figure out a way of actually doing this close up in a kid. Well, why did you do it in a kids show? It would work, or in a cabaret show, it would work absolutely. But it's not a close up trick. That's something you need to bear in mind. Outside of that, I really like this as a ring to impossible location. I think it's great. You see multiple live performances. Adrian breaks everything down with a fine-tooth comb. What I really especially like is the fact that you're using bubbles. Now, you have been working on bubble magic for like the last year, since Rendezvous last year. Now, you've not actually done anything yet in your act with bubbles, but you plan on doing it. You've got the Lysander bubble stuff.
I've got a bubble machine gun.
You have? You've got so much bubble stuff. I could see you kind of going down that Oliver Tabor route where you start blowing bubbles and you're making the bubbles real, or maybe a Scott Alexander.
Having a big box and going bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, exactly. And then all of a sudden, so you're producing all of these bubbles, and then the final one, you go, well, let's try something different, and this is all to music, and the final one, you pop it, and there are rings there.
I've got a really cool close-up one as well.
Go on.
So, you take it, and then you blow in the bubbles.
Yeah.
And you make the bubble appear. But I've got a bubble that has a picture of a playing card inside it.
You have? It's
yeah. So you can do that for close-up as well as the ring thing.
You can.
So...
You should do that on Instagram.
Yeah, I should.
Yeah.
We should?
Yeah.
Why haven't we done that, Daddy?
No idea. It's your Instagram channel, not mine.
Your fault.
Sorry. But you really should put that bubble act together.
Yeah.
I know you've been working on the Harry Potter stuff, but really should put that together. Anyway, I really like this. I think this is great. I think that I really like it, and I'm not going to do it, and I'll tell you for why. The reason I'm not going to do it, and I did deliberate long and hard over this, it's not because it's not a good trick, it is. I already do a routine on stage involving a borrowed ring, and that ring is the Impossible Box by Cody Fisher. You've seen me do it. It's where it goes into the ball of wool, inside the see-through box, inside the tin. So there's a tin with elastic bands on it, in a ball of wool, in a see-through box, and that's how my ring to impossible location. I stopped doing the ringing gumball machine to do that routine. I love that routine.
Can I have your old ringing gumball?
Currently, I've lent it on a permanent loan to Nemid, because Nemid does it in his show.
But I want it.
Well, Nemid's got it.
But I want it.
Well, you've got more money than me. Go buy one.
I want it.
No. Nemid's got it. I can't just take it off Nemid. It's part of his act.
Yeah, but it's yours.
It doesn't matter. That's what people do when they're friends. You know, Nemid's my friend. I lent him my bubble. If there's one person that does not need more magic tricks, it's you. It's you. You've got. Most kids have a drawer in their house, or maybe they'll have a shelf in their bedroom. You've got a freaking warehouse. I've got a warehouse full of all my illusions, and I've got a lot of illusions. Half of the warehouse is now taken up with his crap. You do not, under any circumstances, need a bloody gumball machine.
I want it.
Don't care. I'm giving this 79%. It's the best rating that I can give something if I'm not going to do it. I do the Impossible Box. That does not mean this is not awesome. For the right performer, I think this is better for you than the gumball machine. This is beautiful.
Yeah, but I'm a kid. I like gumballs.
Kids like bubbles.
I'm gonna do it.
What are you giving it? Take your time. They've all gone to Magic Orthodoxy anyway, so don't worry about it. I'll just sit here, practice this. It's my next project.
99%.
99%.
What's your next project?
Yeah, I'm doing a 12-hour project on
that.
pulling your finger off. Yeah. Don't you do that? You'll fart. Right. What did you say you were giving it? What did you say you were giving it?
99%.
99%.
Daddy, listen. That was real.
You know what you should learn?
That was real.
I know. You know what you should learn? Freak by Will Houston. You can actually bend your finger back.
No.
No, don't actually do it. 99% from him, 79% from me. We're going to wrap this up.
That's another show in the bag. Another show in the bag. No, it's in the bag.
Oh, that is another review show in the bag. Thank you once
Daddy,
again for
I have a
joining.
question for you.
What's the question?
Do you want to go back in time and do the review show again with no silliness?
I really do not want to do this review show again.
Well-
Why?
Let's go back in time. Oh, shit.
Broke the DeLorean. Thanks very much again for joining us right here on Magic TV. I'm Craig, he's Ryland. You want to follow Ryland on Instagram, Facebook or YouTube, go to Ryland the Kid Magician. You want to follow me, by all means do so. Thank you very much for watching. You want to join the Netrix, go to www.thenetrix.com. Go to www.thenetrix.com. I'll see you again. Thanks for watching. I'm Craig.
Ryland.
I'm Craig.
Ryland.
We'll see you again soon. Are you fixing the DeLorean?
Mm-hmm.
Why is there a skateboard in the DeLorean?
It's his hoverboard.
Oh, it's a hoverboard. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Too.
We'll see you again. Thanks for watching. Bye, everyone.
Bye.